Do you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I am worn out, I'm burnt out, I can't keep doing this. How am I gonna go on another minute? So you have 60,000 thoughts a day and 80% of them are negative. And I know that's hard for some people to wrap their brain around. Through our research, we found that 79% of people are burnt out. And almost half of everybody is very burnt out. You can have the best decision, idea, and thought, but unless you put it into action, change will never happen. A lot of times when organizations hire someone or when they do continual training on people who've been in the organization for years, they focus on the external components, the how-to, the tactical aspects, and 90% of everything we do comes from inside ourselves, and it's literally the fundamental foundation of everything we do and everything we don't do. And oftentimes it's the last thing we think about, if we think about it at all.
She is so visually engaging, and she gets everybody in the audience to participate. So there's no way you can't be engaged the entire time.
Have you ever worked with a negative Nancy or a toxic Tim and you park your car? You park your car and you're walking through the parking lot and you're like, their car's here. It's gonna be one of those days.
Burnout is your #1 operating expense, yet most people don't even know how to identify it. Because in order for us to disrupt our future, we've got to start by disrupting our past. We've got to start by looking at what we've been doing in robot mode for so long and how we can just make slight tweaks to it. It's not about changing the whole thing, because that can be overwhelming. So what is the one thing that you can do that may not seem huge, just a small thing, that is then going to make big changes, create massive results with your team, with your organization, but also with your life?
Everybody was laughing, everybody was joking, especially when we were giving each other high fives. I'm not gonna lie, that was like the highlight.
It becomes that by which we navigate everything else in life, by which we show up, by which we lead, by which we interact, communicate with others, be present and focused. Our ability today to just be. So what are you saying to yourself about yourself?
I have so many great actions to take away back to my organization, as well as for myself as a human being. The session was so phenomenal, and I can't recommend her enough.
You are amazing. You are vibrant and exciting, and you put that positive energy out, and that's what's so important.
What are you saying to yourself about yourself? Because that dictates everything else.
The things that she really helped me on was recognizing the irrational tapes that I say in my own head prior to just going out on stage or prior to teaching a class. One of the things that I wasn't aware of was that negative self-talk really does impact how I come out in confidence.
Or if you do not take action on a decision in 3 seconds, you're less likely going to actually take action on it, because you will talk yourself out of it. The negative thoughts will come in and you won't even just buy into them, you will believe them as truth. The status quo is different for everyone. It's not about comparing your status quo to someone else's status quo. The status quo is really what your comfort zone is, what you're doing day in, day out, because it got you to where you are now, but it's not necessarily going to get you to the next level, to where you want to be, achieving those next level goals for yourself, for your organization, for your team. So the status quo is your comfort zone, and nothing good happens in your comfort zone.